are you doing, girl, trying to conceive a baby during a global pandemic? Alright guys, it is April 2nd, 2020, and we're in the middle of a Sorry, we're not gonna say that because we're not allowed. We're in the middle of a global pandemic, and yeah, just gonna leave it at that. Anyway, I thought I would start off this video by telling you all that we're actually TTCing. We're trying to conceive, and if you have been like following us on like, I don't know, YouTube or Instagram, I'll leave my little tag down below so you can check us out there in real time. Then you would have known that we were always planning to try for baby number 2 after our wedding in June. Now, we've had to obviously postpone our wedding for another 12 months. Actually, technically it was 15 months because we're still doing it in June 2021. But obviously because of global circumstances, we've had to postpone, which has kind of like thrown a spanner into my timeline. And I know that you shouldn't always like plan because sometimes things don't always go to plan. For example, what's happening right now. But Isaac and I have been thoroughly discussing our, you know, timeline of this stuff, and we actually decided that, you know what, instead of waiting a whole other 15 months to have the baby after the wedding, we may as well have another baby before the wedding. So now we're getting down to crunch time because obviously our wedding it's a destination wedding, and I don't really feel comfortable taking a really young baby overseas. Theodore was 5 months when I took him. So if we can like fall pregnant and then the baby be like around 5 months old, then that would be ideal for our wedding, because the wedding is still going ahead. We've just had to postpone it, which I feel like a lot of people who are getting married around this time probably had to do, especially if it's a destination wedding. But that means that our, you know, TTC timeline has definitely been pushed ahead, and we're actually going to try this month. Now, you're probably thinking, Tiana, what the heck are you doing, girl, trying to conceive a baby during a global pandemic? I know. Now hear me out. And I put a lot of thought into this, and I was like, do I be transparent with you guys and like let you know what I'm doing? Or do I just kind of, you know, keep it between me and Isaac for a little while? But I thought, you know what? No, I am going to be transparent because this is mine and Isaac's life. And this is a decision that we've made as a couple, as a two married to be relationship people. And this is what we want. In the hopes that, you know, after 9 months of baking, the world will kind of be on the other side of this. We've decided to go through with trying to conceive in April. So I just wanted to mention that I have been tracking my ovulation for the last 15 months because we do natural family planning. So I know my body very well, and I am very confident that I will fall pregnant this month. However, I've never specifically purposely tried for a baby. And I don't want to say Theo was an accident, but he was. And that doesn't mean that he's not loved. We absolutely are incredibly blessed to have Theodore, but we didn't purposely try for Theodore. So I've never tried to conceive a baby before, and I've been doing a lot of research, and I'm confident that I will fall pregnant. But you know what? There's always that circumstance that may not happen. And the reason why I do say I'm confident is because we're very blessed in my family to be highly fertile. My mom has 8 babies. Her mom has 10 babies. My sisters fell pregnant first go. I fell pregnant, birth control. Okay, now you can kind of see my mentality behind this. I know exactly when I ovulate every single month. It's like clockwork. It is very regular. So in the hopes that we do fall pregnant in April, that means that our baby will be 6 months old by the time we get married, which fits into our timeline perfectly. Now, if we don't get pregnant this month, we will try again next month and possibly the month after. But we're only going to try 3 rounds of, like, you know, trying to conceive, because then it starts to cut up into that wedding timeline. And if we don't fall pregnant in 3 months time, then we're going to continue to wait after the wedding. Now again, coming back to the whole, you know, global pandemic, I have true confidence that in 9 months time, hopefully we will be on the other side of this. So, in saying that, we're going to be starting our TTC journey, and I'm really excited to share this with you. And I've been doing I've been writing down a whole book of things, and I've been hi, you want to come sit with me? And I've been preparing a lot of, like, you know, behind the scenes stuff, and I thought I would share what I'm doing to, you know, prepare my body, because I want to emphasize that this has been in the making for a while now, and we knew that we wanted to try for a baby, just not this soon. So the last few months before everything got crazy, I actually was slowly preparing my body by, you know, getting blood tests, making sure all my vitamin levels were up in the normal range. I went to a chiropractor to make sure my hips were in alignment and my spine. I did have a major car accident back in 2016, so things went funky there. And then I had Theo, so, like, you know, pregnancy just, it does stuff to your body. So I just wanted to make sure that was all in alignment. So I went to 6 chiro sessions, and that helped tremendously, guys. Like, that was the best investment of my life, and I'll probably go back after, you know, all this happened. So I already was preparing my body behind the scenes before we even, you know, decided to go ahead with TTC. I also was taking supplements, which I normally do anyway. So I was originally taking Hawaiian spirulina, which is a really great kind of like a multivitamin. It's just really great overall for your health. Highly recommend. Really great. But as soon as we decided that yes, we're gonna go ahead with trying to conceive, which we decided last month, pretty much since we had to postpone the wedding, we were like, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just move our timeline about, because life is about adjustment. So I went on to iHerb and immediately bought our prenatal vitamins, which I've been taking every day. So I've been taking 2 to 4 every day to try and restore, like, any stuff, because I am still breastfeeding, and I do plan to continue to breastfeed whilst I'm pregnant. I really, really want to tandem feed. I think that would be such a blessing, but that's another story in itself. But I'm very confident because all my nutrient levels and my iron were all well anyway. So this is just going to really enhance that multivitamin stores in my body before we try and conceive. Now, I also wanted to mention that I did go online, and because, like I said, I've never tried to conceive before, so it's very exciting for me, and I bought a few goodies. So I thought I would share them with you. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I got this in the mail, and it was, like, kind of crushed and didn't even come in a pretty package. It kind of just, like, came in this, and I was like, oh, it's not even nicely presentable, but it is what it is. So we actually decided to get a little funky and buy some fertility lubricant. This baby was not cheap, but apparently it's meant to help couples trying to conceive, you know, have a better chance. It's meant to support the sperm viability with calcium and magnesium. I don't know what that means. I'm joking. It's meant to basically help the sperm get to the egg, and it's meant to mimic the natural fertile fluids, provide additional moisture, and it's clinically tested for fertility friendly couples to try. But that would be fun to try, because you know what, this may be our last baby. I don't know, we'll see. Isaac says it is. I also got, and like I said before, I've been tracking my fertility through my lady comp, which I'll get into in a second, for the last 12 to 15 months. So I already know that, but I thought, you know what, we only do this once, we may as well get the ovulation strips and do a bit of scientific testing. So I have been doing that every single day since my period stopped. So we're on day 8 of our cycle. We just like went off our period. So anyway, so I've been doing this every morning, and like I said, I'm actually predicted to ovulate on the 11th of April, and I can always tell because I can feel when I ovulate. I can, like, I don't know, it's like a little crampy feeling in the ovary. I can also tell by my cervical mucus, and again, I can tell by my lady tracker, my lady comp. So this basically is a little machine, and there's lots of variations, like the pearly and I don't know, lots of temperature machines. But basically what you do every single morning, you take your basal metabolic temperature under your tongue like this, and you have to make sure it's the same every time, and you have to make sure that you've slept for 4 hours and you haven't moved at all, so it can get your true reading. And so basically what it does, it is a predictor of when you ovulate by your internal temperature. So apparently when you ovulate, your internal temperature is meant to rise, and then it does a prediction. So this has been tracking my cycle for the last around 15 months. Since Theo was about 6 months old. So do the maths. He's 2.5 now. So this has been tracking my cycle, and basically it does a scientific calculation of when you should ovulate. Now, this is pretty accurate most of the time. Like I said, I can tell when I ovulate just from my bodily symptoms, and because I've been doing this for a while. And it's pretty spot on every month. So my cycle is very regular anyway, but it basically gives you a 7-day window of when you could potentially get pregnant, and then it shows you when you ovulate. I'm pretty confident that we will get pregnant this month from doing all the things, preparing our bodies. The only thing that's gonna stop us is stress. I think I will wrap the video up here, and I think I might do like a TTC video once a week for you guys who are interested. Again, please no judgment, because this is something that me and my partner have decided on, and I know given the circumstances it's pretty crazy, but I guess you just have to prioritize what means the most to you in the world right now, and this is something that is really important to us. And of course I wanted to stress that we are taking all the safety precautions. We literally have not left our house for like 2 weeks, and we've signed up for HelloFresh. So I just wanted to emphasize that you know your body the best, and if you feel like this is your time to TTC, then go ahead and do that. But if you feel like, no, you know what, you're gonna put that on hold, do that too. Trust your body, trust your partner, trust your family, and trust your environment. Like right now, we're in a very safe environment, but you just have to take precautions, because I know being pregnant can become high risk given the circumstances. But again, there's lots of other pregnant women around the globe who are pregnant right now who are giving birth, and that is okay, because there's lots of different options. Yeah, if you are keen for a TTC journey, then don't forget to subscribe down to my channel. I would love to take you along with me, and I will see you in another video. Bye guys.